What's your earliest memory of the internet? The AOL dial-up sound. You couldn't actually call someone while they were using the internet. That fucking maze game jump scare. When I was in elementary school, we had to do a paper about our favorite band/musician. The point of the assignment was to learn how to use the internet to search for information. We had just recently gotten the internet at home, so my mom thought this would be a great opportunity for us all to learn. She fired up Netscape Navigator and got me started on Lycos. Then she had to leave the room to check on something, but told me to type in the name of the band and click the first link. She came back right as the webpage finished loading. That was the day I learned not to search bare naked ladies with my mom in the room. What did you dream about last night? Trying to run away from a giant chicken with laser eyes in a grocery store. I think my subconscious is trying to tell me to cut down on the spicy food before bed. Her. It's always her. I was fucking Kim Kardashian. What a nightmare. I'm sorry. Was in a huge dark building. My mom and brother and sister were somewhere else. I knew where they were staying, but for some reason I wasn't staying near them. Started being hunted by some men with pig heads. They were slow, but they absolutely terrorized me. Spent the whole nightmare running away trying to get back to my family. Somewhere I found a gun, but it didn't manage to shoot right. For some reason it kept jamming. My bunkmate woke me up to check up on me cause I was repeating my brother's name over and over again. How do you convince yourself not to text your ex right after breakup? I hate looking foolish. Hitting up an ex pretty much always makes one look foolish. I hate looking foolish. Hitting up an ex pretty much always makes one look foolish. If you're calling them your ex, it's nearly impossible to wash away the experience that earned them that title. Once a breakup happens, recovery is often just masking tension, creating a very tense relationship. It's almost always a bad idea to go back. Start fresh, bond with someone new, and explore yourself. What makes people age the most? Stress. 1. Lack of quality sleep. 2. Lack of exercise. 3. Smoking. 4. Drug use. 5. Alcohol. 6. Not drinking enough water. 7. Sugar. 8. Low quality nutrition, especially hyper-processed industrialized foods. 9. Lack of socialization. Leads to depression, low self-esteem, etc. If you could show a medieval peasant something from our modern time, what would it be? A spice rack. You have cinnamon. You must be royalty. Imagine showing them a bicycle. 2 girls, 1 cup. A combined harvester. They'd worship it and make a sculpture of the divine harvester. Parents will tell them children to behave, or that their souls will be gathered on the field of the wicked to be harvested by the great harvester. What's the one thing you've read about in science fiction that you're convinced is gonna come true? The dark forest theory. If you don't know, it's basically that we're not in some big empty universe. Smart/advanced civilizations actively hide their existence, because only bad people are coming if they know where you are. It's cosmic terror at the highest level. Men having sex with alien babes. Dude, what the fuck? What has been true about every man you've dated? They made me laugh. They all wanted to be a hero in some way. They all wanted someone to be proud of them. They all had a great head of hair and were greatly lacking in basic communication practices. Every man I ever dated was emotionally needy to a surprising degree. They all were much moodier than me, got frustrated easily, and gave up fast when faced with a challenge. I don't understand how anyone can say we are the more emotional sex with a straight face. What is your number 1 driving tip that if everyone followed, we'd all be better off? Be predictable. Don't slow down to a stop when you miss your turn or exit. This happens on the city roads as well as highways. Assume the other drivers are idiots bound to do something unpredictable at any point of time. Defensive driving does wonders. Use your turn signals. Leave several car lengths between you and the next car on the freeway. People slamming on their brakes because they didn't leave enough room to just slow down a little is a huge cause of traffic on freeways. What hobby would you have if you had an infinite amount of money? The hobby of staying at home in peace undisturbed. Restoring classic cars. If I had an unlimited amount of money, I'd buy hundreds of Lego sets and I'd build a giant Lego city. Honestly, just trying everything out I didn't yet. Plus getting all the books I want to own physically, but that would be hard even with infinite money. There is only so much book space I can make in a house, and while a library is cool, I wouldn't want one in my house. That would kinda ruin the reading corner's unique feel. What do you want your obituary to say? I made some good deals. And I've made some bad deals. Really went in the hole with this one. A bunch of stuff that isn't true. I want my tombstone to make me seem like a god among men. I want to get absolutely roasted in my obituary. If I know I'm dying, I'll probably write my own. What is your greatest insecurity? My whole body. I don't want to go out at all because of it. I think my biggest insecurity is my intelligence. I have always felt the need to prove myself to people and be as smart as they expect them to me. I find myself bullshitting through conversations just so I don't have to admit I don't know what we're talking about. My posture. I have fused joints in my neck that prevent me from an upright posture, hunchback, and I hate going to places because of people staring. I just feel so uncomfortable in my body outside the house. What defect did you inherit from your family? Autism, ADHD, POTS, EDS, stubbornness. Using manipulation in arguments. Migraines. From both sides. And it skipped their generation to land twice as hard on me. ADHD and being a loser. I spent my entire 20s learning how to be a functional adult. Every normal thing I am doing is something my drug addict father never even considered. I'm going to be the first homeowner and first college graduate in at least 2 generations. Health issues. When the doctors ask about my family medical history, they are usually fucking astounded that I actually have that much disease in just a few generations. I will never have a child of my own making because of this.